the alchemy within the alchemy without, the chemistry between us. What does it all mean? Hello Virgo, let's have a look at you and the different chemistry between you and other people. Okay, so Virgo is, unique. You're really, really quite special in relationships. You are somebody who's not very here nor there sometimes to other people, but you're actually doing a freak load for other people. You do more than anyone can see. You are all there. You're all there. And that is something that people don't actually understand exists, which is why sometimes you are bypassed by others. So if you're in a relationship with somebody, Virgo, please understand that they can't see what you do. And that means that sometimes looking into yourself more than others is beneficial. And also in private, thinking about others and how you can better their life. Maybe sometimes just thinking is fine. You don't actually have to freaking put everything into the same basket. You don't actually have to clean and wash everything and put everyone to bed. You don't need to do everything. You don't actually need to do anything. Like just a thought. Like sometimes you might think, oh, he's really nice, but he needs to change his job, or like he needs to start wearing different clothes. That's enough. That's it. That's all you need to do. You don't actually have to completely dig with people. So the less is more approach. Someone didn't reply to your message, somebody didn't show up, that's okay. Leave it out and move on to other things. So you didn't commit to a relationship there because he wasn't there or whatever. He left you behind or something like that. You just have to go. That's the thing with Virgo, because it keeps on digging sometimes. It keeps on getting obsessive. It gets really obsessed and gets really wanting a perfect relationship out of something, because you know that you're going to get something really, really well done through your relationships this time around on Earth. If you've got Virgo in a big way in your chart, but also if you got a lot of people around you that you don't know whether they're going to get better or not, if you sort of troubled yourself with so many different relationships with different people, it's good, because at the end of the day you'll just stop caring. It'll just naturally stop. This whole process of overdoing things and needing to get perfect results with everyone, and everyone to think well of you, and everybody to know that you're a really good, gorgeous person. You don't they know on some level. They know. Even if you're being left behind, even if somebody shed on you, you know what your intentions were, you know how heart opened you were, and if they haven't been there, that's actually good, because it means you're ready to let that go. So the more you let go, Virgo, the more you ascend to Libra status. The more you ascend, the more you recognize that you're actually more than the job that you do. Anyway, let's have a look at you. Okay, just have a sip. Have a sip. Liquefied. Okay, so Virgo and Aries, it's fun, it's cute, it's not really exactly what you need. It's never really what you're about. Aries and Virgo, it's that's cool, that's great, but sometimes you might shut off. You might be shh, I need to do just nothing right now, okay? And that's good. Because at times, Aries will provide you so many different opportunities to expand through really crazy things that you don't have to take them all. Sometimes Aries will be let's go to the bank, let's go to the shop, let's go do this, let's go commit, let's go do this. And you'll just be okay, I don't have to do it today. I can do it tomorrow. I don't have to do a million things, because it really activates you to do way too much. And that means that sometimes with an Aries, you will provide way too much. You will be almost a question and answer. It's hey, Aries will go, hey babe, do you want to go to the shops? And then we'll go to the beach, and then we'll go to the supermarket, and then we'll go to the swimming pool. And then you inside feel I can only handle one of those things. But because Virgo is so good at questions and answers, it'll be ticking the box, yes, I can find the time to do all of those things. And this is something that is really good about you. But with Aries, there has to be a stop. And Aries will not probably understand every time. It's like a little excitable puppy, Sorry. Aries will be running around telling you to do this, that, and the other. And you might need to start laying down some really good rules. I can't go to the shops today. I will not do that. And I'll never do this. Okay? And you have to say never. For example, when Aries cannot understand why you're not doing something for a long time, you will not understand it either. Like sometimes, say for example, if he's a freak of fitness, you got a freaky fitness guru guy, girl, whatever, as a partner who's Aries, and they're like, come on babe, today's the day. We'll go out to the sun, we'll go out jogging, we'll go out together, we'll go to do it together. And then, you know, you got to say no. Like say you'd like rather sit there painting your nails, or you want to sit there, have a coffee and a newspaper read. Like you've got your own processes. Every Virgo have got their own special way of being. You got to say no, and don't be afraid. Don't be like thinking, I'm not skilled at this, he'll never love me, he'll never want to be with me, or she'll never understand because I don't want to do that thing. And I kind of like do that thing sometimes but I don't actually really want to do it. If you don't want to do it and the Aries' friend is like, motivating, come on, let's go out and do it. You have to just say stop. You have to say, I will actually never do it. Don't be afraid of the word never. It's fine. Like say, I've never been a fitness freak. I've never had freaking sweat clothes on. I've never had to freaking go to the gym. So I'm never gonna go. Okay, and they might ask maybe 1 or 2 more times, and then you say, I'm never going to do it. And then they'll be like, okay. And it may mean that they could leave. But it can actually mean that they will respect you more and they'll stay. So don't be afraid of never. Oh, I'm never committing to that. That's fine. Never doing it. It's good. Just say never. Don't be afraid to say never with Aries. And then you get better boundaries and you get better confidence through that, rather than trying to be as confident as Aries and doing everything that the Aries dabbles in, because they dabble in a lot of stuff. Okay, so with Taurus, Virgo doesn't find peace, but it finds perfection. You may find a lot of really deep situations with Taurus where you find good. Like, this is good. Like, you're sitting there and you had your tea, your little breakfast. Then there's like a feeling that comes over you with a Taurus. You're like, that's good. That's happiness. And then usually it's not. But it is like a glimmer of perfection that has been given to you by God. You should enjoy it. But, you know, if you don't feel like there's enough, like, something, it's usually a good thing, because you've got a very active mind and your bowels are very insanely active too. So if you've got a stillness-based relationship with the Taurus, it's good. It's fine. Let it go. I think it could actually really definitely work with a Taurus. With a Gemini, Virgo tries too hard. You guys are both communicative signs and you want to impress, like, just a little bit. You're like, well, guess what I found out this week? Hey, look what I got. Like, there is like a bit of you that'll be like, I got the answer to all your questions. I've got everything together. And that might actually really fascinate him or her for like a split second, but then the next second comes and it's like, you're wrong, everything about you is not true. And that can like really upset and deprive you from your own inner joy and happiness, because sometimes you'll just like be walking after a Gemini saying, I got what you want. Hey, look, I got this. Look, I got this and I got this. And you just won't get the right energy between you two if you're like asking for their approval or asking them to check your freaking homework. Because you're older than them, you're above them, and you're like asking a child to approve of you. It's like mother running around their teenage daughter or son saying, hey, look, I got the band t-shirt as well. Isn't it cool? Is it cool? Do you think it's cool? Will your friends like this? So basically with the Gemini Virgo, you just got to let it go. Be like, I know something. Just let it go and be like, okay, so I know a lot more than they do. And then be like, okay, cool. So if you can please, with Gemini, find a huge array of things to do. If you can, because it will provide you a lot more, because the Gemini energy can actually give you a lot more than you need, sometimes give you a lot more than you think you deserve, and give you opportunities elsewhere from your relationship. Like you might be on the phone with a Gemini girlfriend of yours, and then suddenly you get a phone call or a text from an apartment that says, your application went through, or something like that. You might be in the Gemini's field and then you get money or wealth or something like ambitious given to you, but you don't need to like look for them to approve you. Anyway, with Cancer, I feel Virgo is like so-so. It's like cups of tea and biscuits when I want to roast. There's a ghost of a person in front of me. Like there's like And there could be like a very deep longing, which actually brings the two closer together. With Cancer wanting too much sometimes from Virgo, and that may mean that Virgo will have to put out, like, this is what you wanted, okay? And then the Cancer will just like automatically be like, here's the cake, here's the toast, here's my house, have anything you want, I'll give you anything. And Virgo is like, yeah, I like it, it's not what I want though. And it's not going to be because Cancer's doing anything wrong, sorry. And it's not because Cancer's doing anything right either, it's just, they're just not really like, yeah, like, it's just like, yeah, like, this is nice, this is cool, but there's no great divinity there. If Cancer can't see Virgo, basically, that's the main thing. Virgo will feel obscene or in some ways misunderstood by Cancer, and that's okay, because all happens for a reason. Sometimes Cancer's in Virgo's life to give them more stimulus, more understanding of themselves, but in a way Cancer has to give them whatever, and then Virgo has to give them whatever. It's like, we live in the same house, it's great, but then Cancer will go out to that nice dinner with friends, and then Virgo's got to just go out mountain biking or something. Like, there's just got to be like, ooh, completely different worlds. Where Cancer can find their feet by themselves, because usually Virgo is holding Cancer up in some way. Sorry. Okay. Cancer, what's the next sign? Oh, I've got snuffles. Leo. Okay, so Leo and Virgo go hand in hand. They can create a really calm and personified thing. I think that Virgo with Leo doesn't quite be like, it kind of be like, like there's like, if you've got mother issues, if you're like a Virgo with mum issues, that you've never really been touched properly or like cuddled or given anything emotionally, I think with the Virgo and Leo combo, it's very good. Like, you can get something there that you never really understood before. But in terms of like long-lasting, passionate, feeling, I get a feeling that Virgo sort of like dips in and out. Kind of like, this is nice, close your eyes, okay, come out. Like, it's a very interesting frequency for the skittish. I think that if you've got a lot of love to give as a Leo, like you got a Leo, and if you're like watching this for your Virgo partner, Leo has to calm down on the love giving, because with Virgo sometimes it's too much. So Virgo just got to like find their own feet, and then in time I feel they'll sort of bring it all down and form it, because I feel that Virgo's got a way of forming that relationship without Leo really understanding what's going on. But there needs to be like a subdued factor there, that's for sure, just to keep Virgo comfortable and confident, and Leo a little bit more intact. I feel with Virgo, you got it. Like, if you've got a Virgo in your life, you got it. Like, you got it. You just gave yourself a greeting, like, as you, through another person. Like, it's just like you and you. Like, it's like a little symbol. Like, if you get a Virgo in your life, it doesn't matter what they got, like Venus or, Sun, or maybe Moon to an extent, but more like Ascendant. You got a Virgo in your life, there's like, yes. Like, there's like, oh yeah, conformity, but also like you're conforming to the right grids of your reality. If you got a Virgo around you that's like constant or something, it's like, okay, yeah, this is good. And like, I've got a Venus in Virgo, and then my partner's got a a Moon in Virgo. So you got Virgo happening, there's like a little like tick, like the box is ticked, it's correct, and it is on most levels, and it means that it can actually perform very well and function to the fullest extent of creation. Is all geometrically perfect, basically, and I feel it could definitely last. With a Libra, well, Virgo and Libra don't believe each other. Libra will come up with the greatest idea that Virgo will think is false or like a joke. But Libra will be genuine. They'll be like, I've come to this conclusion. Look, this is great. And Virgo will be like, yeah. No, you haven't. And Libra will be like, yes, I have. And usually Libra is right, but at the same time they're wrong because Virgo's not ready. And when Virgo's not ready, nothing's ready. Because Virgo knows when. So basically with a Virgo and Libra, there will need to be a very strong, stoic place to be, like the castle where they live, or that strong, stoic place where they sit. Very strong, stoic presence to society as well, like the man and wife, or the husband, or whatever. And they've got like a very amazing opportunity to expand if they've got stability. If they got everything kosher, everything's perfect, everything's correct, they got a great house, everything's made out of like marble or rock or stone. If there's like a very clever way of thinking beneath the surface, that's amazing. But I think Virgo will need to achieve more than they need before they can be with the Libra correctly. Sometimes Virgo will want different things and work too hard, and Libra will be annoyed because they don't like an overworking energy. But I feel when Virgo is like, okay, I'm done working, I can relax now, I can afford my life to be exactly like I want it to be, that's when they can build, like begin to become something bigger. But then Libra doesn't really care for what Virgo is, because like it's past, it's like 12th house stuff. So Virgo becomes kind of like I think of the past, because Libra eventually, like if Libra is with Virgo, it will eventually kind of like start thinking about other things. It will stop wanting commitment. It will stop deciding what's right and wrong. It will be like, oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna wash the same clothes over and over, wear the same thing. You know, like it doesn't matter. And there's something that Virgo finds really disappointing. Unless it can grow with the times and become more like Libra's becoming. Because they're the ascendant house for Virgo, sorry. Next is Scorpio. Scorpio and Virgo don't vibrate, like they don't quite, it's like you put the two together and they're like, it's like, it sort of doesn't quite like, it doesn't quite sit. With Scorpio and Virgo, it's really quite tricky, because like within myself, that balance is interesting, because I got a Virgo Venus and Mars conjunct, and then I got a lot of cluster of planets and Ascendant and Moon and Scorpio. So Scorpio and Virgo, it's like Virgo wants that to happen. It wants it, but it doesn't trust it. Like Virgo will want it, but it cannot perceive it. Like, of course I want peace for all people. For sure I want a grand new adventure. For sure I do. But then something in Scorpio is like, come on, let's get it done. Just look, we're going to go there, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, and look what happens. There is a foresight in Scorpio that develops very early in years for somebody who've got like Virgo and Scorpio combination planets. But like say, for the two people that meet, Scorpio and Virgo, Scorpio will just get it inside. They'll be like, we need to do this, and we need to do this, and we need to do this, and then it's done, and I can see the future, I can see the following energy, I can already see what is going to go. And then Virgo becomes kind of like a small part. It's like, you think we can do it? And Scorpio's like, yeah, come on, follow, come on, we're going to do this and that. And Virgo could become really optimistic, but it's fake optimism. It's like, yeah, we can do it, I believe in you, but there's nothing behind that optimism. It's just like, oh, where is the exit? Just in case I need the exit, where is the exit? And that makes it a really floppy relationship for both. And I feel in many years they can really dissolve and become really boring, because Scorpio will just get used to Virgo being like, I don't know, I'm not sure you really mean what you say. And then Scorpio will be like, okay, shut up, sit down, I'm going to do everything myself. Don't come with me. I don't want you with me. And sometimes Scorpio will just want to do things themselves to the point where they disregard Virgo completely. They're like, hi, you can sit and do whatever you want. You're coming, you're not coming, I don't care. I'm going to go and do the thing. And that sometimes can really break their heart, Virgo's hearts and Scorpio's hearts, because Scorpio just forgets about Virgo. And that can never be, because that's hurtful for both. So how to deal with it is dramatize it, just have fun with it. Like Scorpio comes up with a big idea and then Virgo's got to go, yes, I will get the troops ready. Yes. You know, who cares if it falls through? But because Virgo doesn't trust reality sometimes to a point, it's like, so it's like, leave the alone. Just like, go with it. So, Sagittarius. Well, Sagittarius, Virgo laughs about everything. It's like, wow, it finds its human, its inner voice, but at the same time, it doesn't feel anything. It's like, sorry, those cute girls that you know, like, have on dates or as friends, and they eat their, like, chocolate sundaes, and, you know, you sit there in front of the movie theater, and you laugh, and you laugh, and you laugh, and you laugh. You don't care about what you're laughing about, just laughing. And that's kind of like the frequency of Virgo and Sagittarius, which eventually becomes boring and frustrating for both, because everything is everything for Sagittarius. It doesn't actually mean anything, but like for a Virgo, it's not yet there. So it's like, but there is no meaning. I have no friends. I feel alone even though we are together and everything's great. So what to do basically is for Virgo to release. Sorry, if you're releasing as a Virgo with Sagittarius, it just means that you've got to be like, all right, you like to laugh, you just want to keep things plain. Does it mean that I'm unnurtured? Yeah, because I'm worried about where I am. You know, I'm worried. And my worry is what's not nurturing, not you. So you have to start like really combining with yourself. If you've met a Sagittarius, you're a Virgo, you have to stop what you're doing. There's no necessity in making meaning out of things anymore. There is no necessity in thinking too hard anymore. You've done it. You've done whatever you had to. Now you just have to start truthfully seeing yourself, or happy to be with you alone for more than enough time. And then Sagittarius will be a really nice fulfillment as like a side dish to your life, but not the main course. With Capricorn, it's not right, but it's good. Something's like not right, like it's just like not right, like this is shit. But at the same time, you just feel like everything's done. Everything's like, wow, everything's processed. And I feel for the Capricorn, they also do feel very, very, very close with you. They feel very almost like a childish connection, like you're their like younger sibling or child. But at the same time, they don't really get you. And they never would. They would just like project, oh, of course, she the giver, or like, oh, he the carer or something. But they don't actually need you. Like, it's like, put you in the box. Yeah, you're good in this box. See you later. So basically for Virgo with Capricorn, there needs to be a very good perseverance with what you do. Very good task. Okay, so you got things to do, you got things to work on, you got things, usually it's like task-oriented relationships. You got, okay, I got to finish the project, I got to finish my degree, I've got to finish, just do it. Okay, I'm doing it. And then eventually you guys will come together as one. Like, it'll be like you guys have done it, like whatever you've come to do together. And then it'll be like, high five. Okay, cool, we're good. And that means that this relationship will definitely last for a really long time if you just keep on going and building when life gives you things to build. Sorry, I got snuffles. I've got the snuffles. Okay, so Aquarius, not long to go. Aquarius, basically Aquarius is like the best suitor for Virgo when she's alone. Like, you're the damsel in distress, you don't know who you are, you're lost in the wilderness, you don't know who anyone is, you forgot your name, you don't have your passport anymore, you're like somewhere in the waters of forever, and eternity seems very weird. That's when you find this kind of relationship. And then like Virgo becomes very independent through Aquarius. It's like, I didn't know who I was in the first place, and here I am still searching. Holy crap, I never knew this, I never knew that. There's like, whoa. It's like a flourishing, it's like a flower of life scenario. But Aquarius doesn't really like, it's sort of like, yeah, and then this, and then this, and then this. It sort of guides or glides Virgo into the next dimension, but it doesn't get caught. It doesn't get caught in Virgo's shit. It doesn't go, I love you. It's like, oh yeah, and then you do this, and then you do this, and then you do this, and you guys are like together. And you can even be together forever if you wanted to. But I feel in time, Aquarius will be like, yeah, I need other people to guide. I want other people to help. And sometimes, like, Virgo will not want that. It's like, what do you mean you got other people? I'm the only one that you got. And sometimes Aquarius is like, yeah, no, move along. I've got like 2-3 other people to help. And they can be very satisfying for Virgo who knows that they've only got to do a little bit and then they got to relax and then they come back and like keep things loose. But then if you are trying too much to conceal like a certain need or wanting for the person to be there forever, it's not good. So just loosen it up. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so sorry, the next one is Pisces. Last one. I need to get more toilet paper for my nose. Pisces becomes you. It's like 7th house shit. You know, Pisces is like a lady, or like, babe, why are you not with me forever? There's something within Pisces for Virgo that is a little bit too bluntly beautiful. They could be like flowers and memories and postcards and drapes and cushions. It's just like so beautiful that Virgo could be like, I don't trust you. Because Virgo is like a constricted sign. It's like quite a small sign. It's like, I'm just small. And then suddenly it gets like all this attention. And Virgo's like, ah. And that makes Pisces really shameful for Virgo. Like, he or she, Pisces, will be like, but she will not heal me. She will not feel what I feel. They'll be like, oh, but she, like, it's like really Victorian. It's a really like Victorian novel material. So basically with Pisces, I suggest for Virgo to grieve and be like sad, but he doesn't understand. Like, all of this stuff is really gorgeous there. It's actually really good for merging worlds and developing innermost feelings that are shoved under the rug for lifetimes, centuries. So basically it's really gorgeous, and I feel it's very communion based and communal. Like, there's something that's just really gorgeous and great. Anyway, so sorry for my snuffles. Thank you very much, Virgo. If you'd like a reading, contact me below, and I'd like to hear from you soon. Thank you.